If you had told me 10 years ago that a tiny robot would bring me my cheeseburger, I would have said, "Baby, that's a cartoon, not real life." And yet there I was, standing on the sidewalk in Los Angeles, staring at a little cooler on wheels rolling toward me like it owned the place. Honestly, I did not trust it, so let me tell you what happened. I was craving a burger, not a salad, not a smoothie, a real, juicy, messy burger with fries. Back in my day, if you wanted food, you either cooked it yourself or you drove to the diner. That was it. Simple, straightforward, human. But now, you tap a screen and food just appears, like magic. So I'm on my phone scrolling through this delivery app, and I see an option that says, "Robot delivery available in your area." I said out loud, "Robot? Oh no, absolutely not." But then I got curious. You know me. I gotta try things at least once, so I tapped it. About 20 minutes later, my phone buzzed. "Your robot is approaching." My robot. Not gonna lie, that sentence alone made me nervous. I step outside, and here comes this little white robot, about knee-high, rolling down the sidewalk with tiny blinking lights. It looked polite, but I still didn't trust it. First of all, it didn't smile. A human delivery driver at least says, "Hi, ma'am," or "Have a good night." This thing, silent. Just beeped softly like it was thinking about something. It rolled right up to me and stopped. I stepped back. I said, "Excuse me, are you sure you got the right house?" It just sat there. Then my phone buzzed again. "Tap to unlock your robot." Unlock my robot? Oh my goodness. I tapped the screen and the top popped open like a little treasure chest. And inside, my burger, my fries, all warm and neatly packed. I leaned down and whispered, "You didn't eat any of it, did you?" Now I know robots don't eat burgers, but still, you gotta check. Honestly, I walked around it one time, just inspecting. It had cameras on the front like tiny robot eyes. I waved my hand in front of it and said, "I see you watching me." It didn't blink. And here's the funny part. A neighbor walked by and said, "Whoa, that's so cool." I said, "Cool? Baby, this thing followed GPS to my house. That's not cool. That's suspicious." But deep down, I was impressed. Because, let me tell you something. Back in my day, if someone got lost delivering your food, they would call and say, "Ma'am, I think I'm near a big tree." And you'd say, "Sir, there are 47 big trees on this street." This robot? It came straight to my door like it had been living here. Technology these days is something else. I picked up my food, and I'll admit it. I kind of felt bad just leaving it there. It delivered my dinner with no complaints, no small talk, no wrong turns. So I patted it on the top and said, "Thank you, little buddy." It beeped. I'm choosing to believe that was a "You're welcome." But here's where it got even funnier. After I took my food, it didn't leave right away. It just sat there for a second. And I said, "Why are you still here?" My phone buzzed. Robot returning to base. Returning to base? What is this? A spy movie? It slowly turned around and rolled away down the sidewalk like a tiny space rover on a mission. And I stood there watching it like a proud grandma at graduation. Honestly, I had so many thoughts. Part of me was like, this is too much. What happened to people? But another part of me said, Elvora, look at you. 60-something years old, ordering dinner from a robot in California. That's kind of amazing. You know, I think sometimes we get scared of new things because they feel cold. Machines don't laugh. They don't smile. They don't say, "Have a blessed day." But they're tools, that's all. It's still people behind the scenes. Programmers, restaurant workers, designers. Humans made that little robot possible. Humans cooked my burger. The robot was just the middleman on wheels. And I gotta say, it delivered faster than some people I know. Not gonna lie, I ordered robot delivery again the next week. This time, I didn't jump back when it rolled up. I actually went outside early just to see it coming down the street. I waved at it. Yes, I waved at a robot. Don't judge me. And here's the sweet part of this whole story. A little kid across the street saw it and got so excited. He said, "Mom, the food robot is back." Back in my day, kids got excited about ice cream trucks. Now they're excited about delivery robots. Different times, same joy. And that's what I love about this world right now. Things change. Technology moves fast. Sometimes it feels like we're living in the future. But curiosity? That never gets old. Honestly, trying that robot reminded me that you're never too old to experience something new. You don't have to understand everything perfectly. You don't have to trust it right away. You just take a little step, tap the button, open the lid, and see what happens. And you know what? My burger tasted just as good as always. Maybe even better because it came with a story. So, if you ever see a little robot rolling down the sidewalk, don't be scared. Just make sure it's not stealing your fries, and maybe give it a tiny pat on the head from me. All right, my sweet friends. If you enjoyed this story and you smiled even a little bit, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more adventures to share, and who knows what I'll try next.